Come sit around the fire. Got a little candle burning here. And we're going to talk about you and you and you. That's what we're going to talk about. That's what we're going to talk about. You, and you in the bod. Just your body, not your spirit, your body. Housing your mental health or lack thereof, your travel energy, your health energy, and disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. This is for entertainment purposes only, okay? But hey, if I get somebody to visit the doctor that needs to and take care of themselves a little better, mission accomplished. But yeah, don't think that this is professional advice or something. It's some vocabulary from some of my former experiences. That's all. I have a little bit of familiarity with it and some exposure to health. Not just through my own body, but creative other things. Okay. Let's start with Sagittarius because that's where I left off in the last thing stuff. 141. Hey, thanks for the like, whoever just did that. All right, Saggy. This is for Saggy. We already have Leo through Scorpio out there. Hey, Siva. All right, so this is a deck that is from a medical language training. So for medical coding, this is from the flashcards, and I thought, why not use them to read? So again, I'm not a doctor. Don't sue me. But here's some health energies that could be inspiring you to take better care of your body. Okay, that's all they're meant for. And I'm not here to scare anybody into anything either. All right, Saggy, you already know about it. Let's do it. Thank you so much, Siva. You're the best. You're the best mod on YouTube. Swear to God. Love ya. All right, here we go. Saggy. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna start taking these cards. Oh, I forgot to bless them. Kidneys coming up. The nephro. Okay. Sorry, Sag. St. Michael, please protect Sagittarius. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Sagittarius' behalf. There we go. That's better. That's better. Okay. What do we got here, Saggy? Well, that just kind of flew out at once, didn't it? So, I don't know. Is there something happening? We need to go to urgent care? Something like that just happened at once? Seems kind of minor. An, without or absence. So, this is the prefix. So without head, this is supposed to be the body, not the sexual energy. Just kidding. Cephal above. Oh my goodness. Two that kind of upward and above. So this to me is saying like thoughtless energy or careless energy. So it could be speaking of an accident. Skin, cartilage. Okay. So I don't know if somebody's like, it could just be like a little scrape. It could be like, I hope you don't cut yourself as deep as seeing cartilage. That's kind of messed up when that happens. If you've ever seen inside your own body, because it's like ow, it should hurt. But then you're in shock, so you're looking inside, you're like, cool, you know, and then you faint or whatever. 4, quadra, 4. So maybe your 4 limbs, your arms and legs. Phalanx, any bone of the fingers or toes. I mean, this is kind of speaking to kind of like a stubbed toe or some kind of accident here involving skin, cartilage, bone, arms, legs. And then troph, development. So this is something that probably can be fixed. And cerebrum, the brain. It's a mental state. So you'll probably need to, if this is a little accident or some kind of like little fender bender for you, or some kind of thing that happens to an extremity of yours, this is about your mindset and about being more thoughtful towards yourself and towards others, being more careful in how you take a step or how you drive your car or how you, whatever you need to be more thoughtful with. I'm hearing too, Sag, Grace, you couldn't be more wrong. I'm the most careful person. Okay. This is what the cards say. So if you're a very careful person, maybe this doesn't involve your energy. Could be so much as you're so confident that it makes other people wobble too, you know? They want a couple more, they said. Okay. Thorax, chest. So some of you might be having a little cough, a little breathing issue, maybe some asthma. Okay. What's this one say? Huh. Okay, cool. These are for more, I'm not gonna take these because they're just more serious conditions related, but it would be anything involving like the rectum or the colon. So maybe some of you had a colonoscopy or something or need one. Eardrum measurement. So maybe getting your hearing assessed. We really don't take care of our ears much. And then femur, upper leg bone. So some of you might have some, calcium to take or something like that. Okay. That's what I got for the body for Sag. Let's do the mental health. Let's do the mind. 8-11 for Saggy. And I'm just going to give these like one shuffle and then the cut. Saint Michael, please protect Sag. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Sag's behalf. These are heavily shuffled. Mental health. 5 of Cups reversed. So you're in a place mentally here, Sag, that you feel so good about yourself that you your mental health will benefit from you now being more inclusive of others in your good feelings. So this is about generosity. This is about sharing. This is about giving and not hoarding. Not having expectations on people. Let's say you tell like a homeless person you should get a job. It's like you just don't know what someone's going through, This is like one of those times where your mental health benefits from having a higher self perspective, from unlocking the crown energy and sharing, radiating your success as far as not just for me, it's for everybody. Even if people don't necessarily deserve your energy, what is that word anyways? Try not to be haughty, they said. Okay. All right. Haughty is naughty. Sag. Cool. All right, that's what we got for mental health. And then that was a pretty nice one, actually. And then for 1001 for your sex. I feel like there's some cards missing here. Hold on. Am I right? Am I right? No. Okay. 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 This doesn't feel like a full deck. I don't feel like this is right. I love you, but I gotta take a different deck. Sweet loves. Sweet things. Okay. I'll take your brother deck. Alright. This is for sexual energy for Saggy. Sexual energy for Sagittarius. Alright, these did not get shuffled yet, so I'm doing a little longer on that one. St. Michael, yeah, see? Look at that. They needed... Wow, they're stealing cards from other decks. That's the energy I'm talking about. Sag, where's your mental health at? Are you stealing? Are you stealing energy from people? Huh? Damn, there's all kinds of... What the hell? I don't do this with my decks. That's crazy. Okay, we'll start again. Saggy. Yeah, there's a double. Shit. What is going on here? Boom. Boom shakalaka. I like to start fires. This is a smudge stick. If you want access to one, send me a message. Yeah, girl. That was a good burn. Get it out of here. Okay. Smells nice too. All right. All right, you loud and clear, loud and clear. I just saw the Emperor pop out. All right. St. Michael, please protect Sag. Virgin Mother, please understand Sagittarius' behalf. Communication. Tell me more. What do you want? What don't you want? This is about sharing softly, you know? This is the sweet nothings, whispering in the ear, sending the right messages and receiving them as well. Making sure that the messages are flowing and being adhered to. Communication doesn't work without adherence or acknowledgement. And so you don't get to say, and this might be happening to you, but you don't get to say, oh yeah, I acknowledge your sexual desires and needs, and then not do anything about it. That's kind of a, yeah, there's prickly. I heard the word prickly, and then there's cactus in this one. Little Frida Kahlo here in the... So that might be related to your sexual energy. Frida Kahlo had a large accident, and she was very explicit in her audacity, you know, to share the human form and the female sexuality, which has been basically shrouded in shame since words were invented. So this is about also de-shaming the process. Whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. But there's been some kind of resistance to actually communicating what you actually desire and want, especially when it comes to your sexual desires. So read up on some literature or visit a sex therapist even. You might want to talk about this with someone. Okay, and then for travel, Sag. That was crazy with that deck. For travel, Saggy. By the way, I'm not a huge fan of long sleeve August. The hell? All right, Sag. I gotta that's meaning I gotta travel somewhere warm already. What is this? Saggy, Saint Michael, please protect Sagittarius. Virgin Mother, please understand Sagittarius is all signs' behalf. Okay. I'm not shuffling that one again. Sag, you got 33. Discover your superpower. For traveling energy, they want you to go to the places where you're being visited. That's so interesting. Go to the places where you're being visited. You might have been told something as a child, and now you're embodying that in travel. 33 is the number here. In Lenormand, 33 is the key. And key energy is that wish to go home, while also knowing you have the ability to unlock a new door. It's about curiosity, problem solving, and following your network, your guidance. You're being guided here. Access 100% of your mojo. I don't like that phrase, because it's like this beautiful thing, and then it just kind of feels vulgar almost to say access 100% of your mojo. I just feel like you're being encouraged kindly with the voices of angels and your higher guides to be free under like the anonymity of travel, of never like maybe not remembering their name, but never forgetting them. You are certainly in need of some, so keep doing it. This is nice. This is nice for you. Okay, Sag, good times. All right, let's do Capricorn at 1740. These are your body messages, health-wise, physiology messages for Capricorn. Again, I'm not a doctor. I just have these cards that I found really fascinating through their flashcards for medical technology, like a medical coding book, so that you know the language at least. So it can help us learn as well. And it is only here as a learning guide and not a fucking advice, okay? If you are feeling one of the messages, go see a doctor, friends. Love it. Love that for you. Okay. Capricorn. Saint Michael, please protect Capricorn. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Capricorn's behalf. Let's see what happens here. Condition. Iasis. It's a suffix. You might be at the end of a condition. I don't like the way those flew out. I'm not taking them. They'll come out again if they are supposed to. Okay. Okay. Let's see. There's a couple things coming out of here. Desis. So some of you may have gotten surgery and are recovering from a surgery. Spinal cord, adrenal gland, something to do with your lower extremity, not lower extremity, lower back, lower abdomen, a corner of it. Maybe maybe some of you got a spinal crack that changed your temperament. You maybe visited the chiropractor or need to and that spinal crack of the lower, lumbar spine, it's not lumbar, but the lower spine, maybe they got that crack and it changed your perceptions of, Siva, we're on Capricorn. We're on Capricorn. So it changed your perception of, I know, moving along, right? It changed your perception of stress. And it's like, I'm feeling like this crack happened that releases a bunch of stuff, a bunch of adrenal response. So it's a very calming thing that happened. Okay. So some of you might have a bladder infection or problems with, going to the bathroom constantly, or trouble holding it. Not sure. Minor stuff, okay? Retina. Some of you might need to be checked for glaucoma or retinal damage, some sun damage, or retinoscopy. So a visual exam might be needed. So you might be needing to get an eye exam. Tall downward cloud producing, okay, so something in the lower extremities or organs produced it could be like a blood clot, or some maybe in the past that you had to get checked out or looked at. The organs that I'm getting are the spinal cord, the adrenal glands, the bladder, the eye, the brain, or like, I feel like, I don't know what gray matter is in the body. It feels like maybe the stuff in between stuff. But I think that's part of the brain. Spondyle. Some of you might have like a weird condition that they can't quite figure out. Yeah, more spine stuff. So I'm thinking that this might have to do with a procedure that you got on the spine, causing you to feel calmness. And if you need something done to your spine, I would take the manual routes that you can take without, let your body heal it without interfering if you don't have to. Yeah, this is a lot. But it's something I show that it might just be really simple. Like you need to go to the chiropractor, get readjusted, Could be that you're recovering from some kind of surgery. But it's calmed you down, or it will calm you down if you do get treated. And you might need an eye exam, and you might have issues with your going to the bathroom too much, or having trouble controlling that organ, or having a bladder infection. Just small things, like not really things that you can't move out of. Again, very experimental here, so please take it with a huge grain of salt. We're gonna do one shuffle, and we'll do the mind, energy for Capricorn. I know these take a while, don't they? Gray matter is where our memory is stored in the cerebrum. Thank you so much. Maybe the body was building a memory of some, because you know we have like muscle memory and the spinal cord could, I'm not sure. Maybe you have memory of something. Anyways. All right. Mind energy for Cappy. Say, Michael, please protect Cappy, Virgin Mother. Please intercede on Capricorn's behalf. Star reversed. Capricorn, you need to make room for healing. And what does that mean? I hate when people just spout random spiritual things like go within. You need healing. What kind of healing? What are we talking about? Is it the kind where I got a huge laceration and I'm split wide open and I just need to let it bleed out? Or do I need surgery? Like, do I need stitches? What kind of healing are we talking about? Do I need to heal my heart? Do I need to talk about my feelings and emotions? Do I need to, go, talk to a therapist? What kind of healing are we talking? I feel like this has to do with therapy. That you might need therapy and deny that fact or be like, I don't like to talk to strangers about my problems. Well, your friends don't maybe like that either, Maybe your friends are kind of tired of hearing it or they're going through their own stuff and they don't have the capacity or getting, it sucks that everything is commoditized and nothing is really free. But think about your mental health energy as precious. And if you have your mental health and you're not on medications and you exercise and eat right and all that stuff, think about how you share it with other people, Cappy. Think about, are you sharing it? Do you need to be giving advice or should you leave it to professionals? Should you become a professional? Do you need a professional? Okay. I don't know. There's something about this that's like, you could just flip a switch real quick and take care of it. You might need to just sign up for something that's healing for you. Art therapy, song therapy, whatever it is. Like, go to karaoke. I don't know. But it seems like you need to have fun and your life has become really serious. And so that's draining your mental health. Okay? And you might be questioning, why is my life so hard? And it's like, there's lots of enjoyable things to do in the world. All right, that's what I got for you, Cappy, on your mental health. This is your sexual energy. Okay. Sexual energy for Capricorn. Saint Michael, please protect Capricorn. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Capricorn's behalf. 8 of Swords. More. Okay, some of you are very, you might be at this time. It's called asexuality. And we tend to shame that. And I could see this happening to a Capricorn where you get so involved in your money, your finance, your goals, your achievements that you're not checking the box for sexual pleasure. And it makes you freak out. And maybe you just don't feel it. Maybe you just don't understand that you're not feeling it, or you don't understand why. But this is a thing that returns to you every once in a while. Sometimes Capricorn, like, sexual energy will come towards you and you'll be like, no. And the spirits are kind of guiding you to ask a little bit more, not why does my life suck or why am I burdened, but why don't I want pleasure? Pleasure is a natural, and we shame asexuality. We shame it because, I have seen it be very very useful. There is a giant fly in here, and I have no idea how he got in here. Or is that a bee? Oh, you guys don't know me. I don't mess around with this shit. Hold on a second. I'm gonna pause it. I have no idea how that happened. Huge horsefly in my house. Huge. They are satanic to me. Anyways. 1 second too. Okay, I'm back. Can you still hear me? Sorry about that. Can you still hear me? A couple hearts? A yes? Can you hear me? Not this again. This is what caused the last video to stop. Yes! Thanks, Roxanne! Okay. Oh, and you're coming up next pretty soon. So, yeah, Cappy, maybe that's the therapy you need, is like to seek out like sex therapy. I think I said that in the mental health thing. Maybe ask yourself, why am I so opposed to pleasure? Aww. And you'll say, Grace, I just don't feel it. I'm not attracted to people. Maybe you've been married a long time, but there's somebody here who, I'll say I'm getting like big fat lazy bear husband energy, or wife energy, you know. And you guys are content, but there's stagnancy here. I'm calling it out because I'm a fire sign, and that's what, we're good at, is passion. So passion isn't bad. It's really good for you. It's just when it's all passion, that's when it's, that's what most of these little tarot readings are about, is when you're a kid and you don't know anything about passion or love or the difference, Anyways, 3344, cool number. Travel. For you, Cappy, look at that, the quest. Plunge boldly into life. Maybe some of you could use a second honeymoon or some kind of travel to rejuvenate that fire, that passion. If you go with a person that you've been committed to for a long time, you guys might witness something, a marvel of the universe together, or some kind of natural wonder that is very rare to see, and you will exalt in that, together, holding hands, watching the best sunset you've ever seen, or the ancestors are here. Maybe you are visiting your homeland of wherever your family was from. Maybe you're peering over the Grand Canyon or something like that. But it's a hot one. This is a hot vacation. So You might visit like a nude beach or something. Maybe that's a little bit exhilarating for your sexual energy, or you'll connect on a different level to sex because you'll be like, oh, those are bodies and I have one. Okay. Like not here to make it something or not, you know, just existing. Some of you, I'm hearing like invite carnal things into your experiences if you wish to explore having carnal desires. That doesn't make you bad. That doesn't mean you're lazy. That doesn't mean you're like the rest of everybody, you know. Although you are, you know, that's a basic human need and response. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Wow, very interesting. Okay, Aquarius, let's do your... Am I back? Sorry, can you hear me again? I don't know what's going on, y'all. Can you hear me again? You can? Okay. Psst. I don't know. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb and they still got through somehow. Demons! Bill collectors. I have them, so book a reading, okay? I need help too. 36, 37 is what I see for Aqua in the body energy here. Aquarius. We have an Aquarius watching, so this will be nice. These are just light suggestions. If you resonate with some of the messages coming through from these cards, maybe make it a priority to take care of your body first. That's always, they always say in financial literature, you know, pay yourself first. In existence, it's make sure your body's okay. You first, okay? And so if we ignore the body, we ignore everything else. Truly. All right, so I have skin, dermat, belly, ventra, away, dist, from the point of attachment of a body part. I have vagine, vagina. Okay, so far, it just seems like there might be general practitioner type stuff, like when you get a annual, you get a skin check, you know, they check for any, you know, moles or any growth that it looks unusual. They might make you, you might need a pap smear. They might talk about, you might talk about belly fat or feeling like feeling disconnected from being able to solve that problem. And they might be saying, oh, it's just what women have, or maybe this is your spouse if you're watching for someone else. What else? Pertaining to lung, subitis, below inflammation. Some of you might have some allergy issues, some family history. Some of you might have pneumonia or have had pneumonia and it still affects your current self. Maybe this is from coronavirus in the past or some sort of lung response. Psych and some of you are mind, middle. Some of you might have issues with your hippocampus. Messages received between the left and the right brain. Cannabis is good for that, or CBD or CBG. You might want to think about ways that the brain can, if you've become all left-brained or all right-brained, you might want to think of ways of challenging the brain to use both sides of it. So you might be taking little puzzles or tests to keep your brain sharp. I feel like the brain is whatever we make it. So like you can sculpt it into whatever you want it, whatever your body is needing, and you actually have control over how your brain functions. Like you do have control over that. You can use your body and your surroundings to influence how your brain processes things. Using better words, using, you know, reprogramming your words, even how the way you think, the way you speak, the way you write, the way you talk, okay? This is a lot, so I'll just try to summarize it. Some of you, they might, oh, that's funny. The words are testicle, rupture, and pharynx. Some of you, they might, you know, you might get an exam too if you're masculine. They might tell you to cough. Okay. Spinal cord. What's this? Some of you might get some kind of imaging done on what could be looking like a tumor. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but you still want to get it checked out. If you think that you have something to look at, you also might just have some flare-up issues from inflammation, because I'm getting like lung issues, coughing, allergies, maybe. I'm getting like something to check out, aching joints, getting an image of some kind of bigger problem. This could be an endoscopy. Yeah, but it's just, it's more of a diagnostics here. So there's lots of stuff that I was getting in that, lots of different places. But that's why if you do it one by one and you see who you need to see about it, then you'll keep maintaining your health and wealth. Your health is your wealth, by the way. So I hope that helps you. Okay, here's your mind energy. Saint Michael, please protect Aquarius. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Aquarius's behalf. We have the Five of Pentacles reversed. Hey, you're coming out of something, you know? 43, 50, no, just put 43 minutes. Aquarius, you're coming out of something. You're coming out of a long period, a rash of bad experiences here. And you're saying, like, to yourself, you really are reprogramming your mind to say, like, look what I made out of crap, you know? Like, I spun shit into gold. I had this terrible circumstance and I made something out of it. I was not raised with money and now I have money. This is the mental, even if this isn't true, your mental awareness or your mental story that you tell becomes true. And that's from experience. I know that from experience. You can change your world by changing your mind. And I think that you've recently changed your mind about stuff. You might have been in a victimization process of being like, why me? Poor me. And now you're like, I've done so much with, I'm so resilient. I've done so much with what I've been given. And I've made, you know, loaves and fishes appear. Like, this stuff is miraculous. It's good. It's good energy. Okay? So tell yourself that new storyline. In your sexual energy, look at this. 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4. Cool. 4 4 4 4. Sexual energy for Aquarius. Aww. See, Michael, please protect Aquarius. Again with the flipping of the cards. This is a mischievous deck today. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Aquarius's behalf. Four of Wands reversed. Some of you have been divorced. And you feel like, what would anybody want me for? I'm just like used, you know, like. There's somebody here that does want your energy. You're not, maybe you're not looking for commitment here. Maybe you're looking for partnership. It's an interesting thing, the difference too. Partnership being just relationship dynamics that are even give and takes, and sexually speaking, like you have an equal give and take sexually speaking, but you're not married here. That this person would be willing to lose some sleep or go second, you know what I mean? You're healing rejection sexually. If you're a non-committal Aquarius right now, it's because you're healing past rejections, all those times, or it's like the Jenny Jones makeover, you know, like you made fun of me in high school, but look at me now. That mindfulness, that mindset is going to set you free of that. Remember when I said, like, thinking about it as far as not marriage necessarily, but just meeting someone who gets you, and you guys have maybe not lived together, but you just fulfill each other's needs physically, and that's it. And you really enjoy this person, and it's fun and free, and no one has to say they're sorry. It's a very light energy that you carry. And if you are in a very dogmatic, programmed mind frame, this is what your energy is. This is what your energy is. Free love is what your energy is. You're a hippie, Aquarius. Yeah, you're not a marriage person. You're a hippie. You've just been programmed and indoctrinated to believe that you need marriage to have sex. You don't. You're free to do whatever you want. Take it while it's still sort of a free country. Am I saying that correctly? Enjoy what you have. The reason that you get rejected is not because no one wants you or no one thinks that you're beautiful or sexy. It's because you've been indoctrinated to have to do the right thing all the time. Sorry. That's just what the cards are saying. I felt possessed when I said that. Interesting. All right. Cool. Let's do travel then. A splendid torch blazed brightly. So this is all the people and places that you see on a regular basis that you leave a mark. Fire signs might be a good idea for you. They might be lucky for you in your travel. But this is just how everything is travel to you. Trips to the grocery store, trips to the library, a book is travel to you. You are very free in your mind. Your mind contains the whole universe, right? Within one single brain cell. So imagine how much energy and vitality you have if you allow your mind to travel. Now, if this is actual travel, you will be a trailblazer, leave a mark wherever you were sent by spirit. And some of you might have big hair or meet a person with big hair that will kind of like change your life. Okay, that's what I got for you, Aquarius. Very cool reading. Love that for you. Okay, let's do Pisces. At 5013. And, oh, I'm already like, next. Anyways. All right, Pisces, these are your physical health body readings from this stack of flashcards I have from a medical coding book that I used to have to study for underwriting. And just to know the language, you know. But it was really nice to receive some free education on this, and I thought I'd share. These are not like professional advice. I'm not a doctor. Don't sue me. These are just ideas. If you feel these ideas, you might be inspired to take care of your body. That's what's relevant here. Inspiring you to go take care of the body in the ways that your body's calling. If they don't resonate, great. That means that you don't have an issue. All right, St. Michael, please protect Pisces. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Pisces' behalf. All right, let's do it. I'm not taking all that. It's too much. Pisces is like, but I have a lot going on. And I'm like, stop whining. No. We're going to do this. We're going to do this the way everybody else did it. Get in line. You might be waiting for the doctor. Okay, kidney. There's too many things that want to come out. Pisces, I know you're probably, a lot of Pisces have a lot of health problems. Okay. Urethra. Okay, so we have kidney, urethra, trypsy, surgical crushing. Ouch. I don't even know what that means. You might have some kind of inconclusive test. Intra, posture, cutane, that's skin, nail. Okay, so you might have like a nail injury or nail fungus or a nail issue. No big deal. Maybe you had your nails done and they got infected, or I guess got a panic attack from that. There's no need to get so, like, Pisces people love you, but you're very emotional about things that are not dire or concerning. Like, this is, you might be screaming, crying wolf over a broken nail, like, is what I'm kind of feeling here. Some of you might have some cleanse that you'll need to do for your kidneys and your urine, your like urinal health, your urine. Maybe you getting your pee tested or something, or you need to. A lot of your stuff is neurological and it's in the past, or it's like just a worry that you're bringing to reality. This is not me being a doctor, by the way. This sounds like a doctor would gaslight somebody. To secrete, okay, what are you sweating out here? Gums, liver, growth, cell. Some of you might need to get checked for a weird growth. Okay, so that is a little concerning. Some of you need to go to the dentist, get your gums checked, but all things like autoimmune start in the liver. So if you're a drinker and you're a Pisces, a lot of Pisces have a lot of habits. They're the most like drug usingest of the zodiac. If alcohol is in your body, I would suggest big cleanse, because you're starting to get some symptoms from excessive drinking, is what this feels like. Anything else? Upper leg. So maybe, I don't know, like you have a thing with your quad or your hamstring, or you might have some pain. I think that's a chronic pain. Might have to do with alignment or your feet, you know, ultimately. Uh-oh. We're not gonna do this today. I'm just gonna pick these up. Okay. Connective tissue. You'll get a better reading. Electrical activity is like some kind of EKG. Colon. So your cholesterol might need to be checked. Your gallbladder. But you're gonna get some kind of reading. I'm getting some Pisces here are very like, what's that? Where they get very paranoid about having health issues. I forget what that's called. Shoot, I need brain fog help here. When you go to the doctor too much, or forget what that's called. Anyways, Pisces, some of this feels like it's paranoia, and then other things are real. And the thing that's real is the liver one. Is like, that one was giving me like the most like, focus on this, stop drinking. Like it was giving me anything to not focus on what needs to be focused on. That's what that was giving me. Interesting. Go. Okay, let's do mental stuff for Pisces. I don't know who that was for, but I hope you're well and I love you. 5822. Okay. Mental health for Pisces. And then after this, I'm going to take a quick break to change my shirt because now it's starting to heat up a little bit. But I was literally cold this morning and I'm not a fan of that. Here in Wisconsin, it was only like 65 this morning and I was like, no. 90. I like the heat. Hypochondriac, that's what I was gonna say. Thank you, dear. Thank you, dear. All right, this is mental energy for Pisces. I'm getting stomach aches and worry. Oh my gosh, Pisces. Say, Michael, please protect Pisces. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Pisces' behalf. This is work that you'll need to do yourself. King of Cups reversed, yeah. Well, this is mean dad energy. This is mean brother energy too. You don't know that you have a bootstrap father or a brother or both, or if your father bootstrapped your brother, it rubbed off on you, or just really tough energy here. And you remain unacknowledged in how resilient you have been, and how much you have contributed, and how much work you're doing, and how you love, how big you love. Yeah, you're putting an end to that. You have a lot of patience. You're following your path and you're working on yourself, period. But this has got to do with some severe masculine wounding. But you are doing great, Pisces. That is the message. I know that that sneaks in and you don't see it sneaking in, but it's the same thing every time. It's the same thing every time, okay? If your mind starts to go into devaluing yourself, then you know that's from your upbringing and you know that's from this father figure, brother figure. And I would say that you know that you need to stop that, etch a sketch that thinking, and just wait. Wait patiently as you work on yourself. Okay, very patient. I love that. Beautiful energy. I love that for you. That's really sweet. Although I do get a lot of anxiety and I get a lot of do it for me, like from your, like onto your family. Like, be careful with that stuff, Pisces. Like if you're projecting, like everyone kind of has to go through this stuff for themselves. It's not all teamwork. The stuff that you can handle, that's part of serenity and peace, is doing what you can do. Okay, this is sexual energy for Pisces at 6131. Say, Michael, please protect Pisces. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Pisces' behalf. You notice how I like searched for the right cut? That was interesting. Two of Cups. Wow, look at you. You're into it if it's into you, okay? Wow. You like a little bit of sadism? You want it to go a little bit too far. This is a little BDSM, role-playing, fantasy work. Like you're in an exchange with somebody, and actually you might both be like dom or sub, or you might both be a switch, and you might have this really creative process with it that you've been waiting to find a person like this. You're very excited about it. Yes, Chariot, there you go. Get on your horse. Yeehaw! Some of you might have like rapid sex, like jackhammering, or it's like getting out all the problems. just pound it out, just whatever. Go to Pound Town. That's really funny. Both of you like breasts, which is really funny. One of you might be trans. Some of you are considering top surgery, or like someone has some body dysmorphia. And someone here also might really be like energized. Someone who's, if it's not this, then this is like a hyper masculine person, that this is like a person who's like a gym rat, but they're like super active and they've got a house full of like plants. This is like a hipster that has like a Subaru Outback and the Apple computer and the big beard and the nice chest hair. And oh my God, I just described my dream person. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, this person is very gung-ho. And if you're dealing with somebody who's not like that, that's their gender dysmorphia, perhaps, that they want to be like that, or they want someone who is like that. I'm too interested. Okay, so you do a good job in this dynamic when you let go. When you let go of slights, and you let go of imperfections, and you let go, both of you both do a good job when you let go of the small things. And you're both working on that, and that's why this is working. There's flaws, there's small things, there's imperfections. That's why this is working. You're doing your best, and then aftercare is super important, so looking really, really good after you've spent time together is very important to both of you. like really maintaining how you look and feel is very important in this, because you've done it like really crazy in the past or sloppy, and this is very neat and maintained. Okay, that's nice. Good energy. I could have kept going with that one. All right, so then let's do the travel bug for Pisces at 6535. Travel bug for Pisces. This is for you, Pisces. Travel bug. Say, Michael, please protect Pisces. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Pisces' behalf. Look at you. You've won the lottery. Make room for wonderment. Maybe you'll win a trip. Well, that would be really nice. You can invite me, okay? Let's go. Maybe you win a trip. Some of you are trying to visit a baby, a newborn. Someone, you might be a godparent or auntie, uncle, granty, grunkle. Some of you might be christening someone or something into your group, into your spirituality, into your little paradise. This is about inclusion. This is number 11. So you can go wherever you want. They want you to. Your guides are telling you to get going. Go. Make room for wonderment. So maybe you've always wanted to do something. You should go do that. You should go do that, Pisces. This is a beautiful card. Wow. Amazed. Hey, I'll be right back. And I'm just going to change my shirt really quick. And it shouldn't take me long at all. Just trying to think of anything else I need to do. No. I'll be right back. Thanks, friends. Siva, I know you're up next. Okay, here we go. Aries. Body energy for Aries, 6857. Okay. So, these are some flashcards from medical coding book that I studied when I was in underwriting. And I am not a doctor. I have exposure to a lot of the general health things that happen in people, plus my own experiences. Anyways, please take these very loosely. And if you're resonating and it inspires you to take better care of your body, that's what this is for. This is not a diagnostics or anything like that. It's just a wild fucking guess. And hey, if it saves a life, it saves a life. Great. All right. Saint Michael, please protect Aries. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Aries' behalf. What's so funny, Siva? All right, here we go. They want me to take it off the top. Below, under, hernia. Uh-oh. Do some of you have hernia? You might have a hernia hiding in there. Lymph. Penia. Abnormal reduction in number. Oh, like your lymph fluid is affected. Duodenum. Some of you might have tonsil. You might need to get your tonsils out. It seems like you're having like a spleen related lymph issue. Check your lymph nodes under your armpits. Like if anything is like, you know, lymph nodes here, you know, anything that might be protruding or something, but get that checked out maybe. Study of yellow xanth. Okay, so if you have yellowing, might be a sign. Yellowing of the skin. Joint, so joint pain. You know, these are all kind of sort of speaking to inflammation. So if you want to start maybe looking out for anti-inflammatory, there's lots of plants that are anti-inflammatory. Cauliflower is probably the leading anti-inflammatory plant used in our diet. But there's tons you can explore. Hearing. Some of you might need a hearing test. That's been almost all the signs. Front, pertaining to nerve. Okay. Some of you might have some neuropathy or like some nerve damage, maybe in the fingertips, or it might be the start of something that is nerve related. Anything else? There might be a fungal infection that needs to be checked out. Sometimes fungal infections can be inside. Sometimes we can be interested, like mycelium can be like good fungus that helps your body recover. So you might be using like mushrooms as medicine. Yeah, it just sounds like you need to get checked out. It does seem like maybe there's a little bit of maybe a hernia issue. Making sure that your autoimmune health is high. If you're feeling joint pain, hearing issues, nerve damage, fungus, okay? These are all little things, and when you add them up, it's all like the same thing. It's really crazy. But it's autoimmune. So it's, you know, anti-inflammatory is what you want to put out those flames. Put out the fire. All right, let's do your mind energy. That could make sense too for an Aries to get inflamed, you know? All that anger. I'm kidding. I know you're next. Yeah, you know, Siva, you're here on time suddenly, you know? It's late where you are, I bet. It's really late. You're up late. I understand if you want to go to bed after this, but let's focus on Aries. This is your mental health. Saint Michael, please protect Aries. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Aries' behalf. An Aries man. All right, 6 of Cups reversed. Aww. Aries. Oh my gosh. How do I say this? You gotta be delicate with Aries. Um, some of you have extreme, deep laden memory, and you might even be repressed, of bullying to a point of everybody's after me. This person's a bully, that person's a bully, this person's a bully. Nobody likes me. And it's only because some kid who was tortured as a kid tortured you. And I think, spiritually speaking, you know that your life path, if you looked at your life before it happened and you saw this kid and what they were taking, you would throw yourself in front of a bus for it. You know what I mean? Like, you would be like, that's not fair. And you lived this life, maybe your whole life, without understanding that whoever bullied you into oblivion, basically, whoever caused you to have mental health issues to this day unaddressed, had terrible things happening to them. Terrible things, unspeakable things. And you would have gladly laid your coat down in the snow for them to walk over it. And that's kind of like what you did for them spiritually. But we're in the body, and the body doesn't forget. So in your mind, you very well may do things. If it's a repressed memory, then you're doing things subconsciously that invites bullies to take advantage of you. If you're not doing that, if you're aware of this memory, then you are sabotaging relationships out of fear that they're going to hurt you because you have a bad memory of someone else. And it's not your North Node pathway to do that. I don't know what your North Node is, but this is definitely not the direction. This is definitely a South Node behavior, comfort zone behavior, which isn't always bad. A lot of people villainize the comfort zone. Shit, you sit in a discomfort zone for 40 years, you're gonna want to be comfortable for 40, you know? Anything else we need to know about this? Better times. Better times is your best energy to say that to yourself. Better times, Aries. Paying it forward is your best energy. Investing in people, not necessarily the market or crypto. You're going to be able to avoid this type of shocking behavior in the future through using your power, your money, and your investment in people to light the way. Okay? Definitely a rooting for you energy here, Aries. Okay, let's do like spirits rooting for you. Let's do your sexual energy for Aries. Sexual energy in the body for Aries. You want 3. Saint Michael, please protect Aries. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Aries' behalf. 8 of Cups. I'm getting some kind of like rap song that I don't know, but it's about being a player, love him, leave him, love him, leave him, love him, leave him, drop it. Like sexually, you can't leave fast enough. This has got to do with that bullying energy from when you were little. It could be like, it kind of is giving me like the movie Trainwreck. Have you ever seen that before? Like she can't get out of these situations fast enough after she gets what she wants. And it might be really funny to you because in that movie she's like this ordinary looking girl that really really messes with John Cena's heart, you know what I mean? So it's like so unlikely, but I feel like that's the part that you enjoy about sex, is it's not about looks, it's not about, it's about energy, and you really enjoy having control. Of course you do, you're an Aries. You might be a dominant or a top. Okay, some of you are really exploring. Some of you are leaving that lifestyle behind and really exploring that you don't want that. That all that stuff that you were doing is very unhealed, and you're really on a new kick of something else, like flower power and universal love and kindness, caring. Oh yeah. Like you're into the emo people. You're into the people that don't have anything left. Now be careful with that, Aries, because that's really could be predatorial energy. But you either really care about people that are down and out, or that didn't get, because of the way you were bullied, you really care when somebody else has felt similar. You're also seeing things as they are for what they are, and that you can't be in a reciprocated relationship with people that are constantly depressed. You don't want to get married. A lot of times you have trouble in sexual relationships with delivering that message. Yeah, you may have broken quite a few hearts here. But these people come back to be your friend, Aries. That's interesting. Okay. Very interesting energy. Okay. Siva, are you a player? Are you a heartbreaker? Didn't know that. Don't know if I'm reading for you or not, or if this is being done to you. 8321. For travel for Aries. Saint Michael, please protect Aries. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Aries' behalf. X marks the spot. See the love in disguise, number 8. So you're going to have to find your destination. I think that you're really going to seek the perfect venture for your next vacation. You're going to really want to go there. You're going to say to yourself, I've always wanted to do that. You're going to feel the energy is the right energy for you. It's the right place in the world where you belong. Might be from like somewhere where you would be a familiar, or they speak the same language as you, or culturally you really respect them, or there's a dance there that you really want to learn. There's also some sort of artwork. Maybe you want to see the perfect museum or like some kind of display. You also might be so humbled by this experience. It might be like a spiritual retreat or journey. But this is a very deliberate trip that you're going to take. I hope that works out for you. It might be Japan too. I'm getting Japan. All right, let's do, I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Let's do Taurus. 8501. Okay, here we go. We're almost done. Taurus. I'm glad I did these broken up because I didn't bless the cards. I should bless you. God bless you. I should bless the cards. Okay, Taurus. St. Michael, please protect Taurus. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Taurus's behalf. I got Uterus that wanted to peek. Some of you might want a mastectomy. Let's see. I'm gonna take them. What else? There's one that's sticking out here. Oh, two. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got so far. Almost dropped that. Okay, many, much, poly. Ooh, some of you are polyamorous. Brain, many of you have a very open, maybe, I hope you don't need, open, what is that called? Open, not open heart surgery, but open brain surgery. I hope that's not what you need. But many of you, just simply put, are very like open-minded, especially when it comes to health. Breathing, skull. Okay, so some of you might have some asthma issues, sleep apnea, they said. Okay. Cranium, skull. There's a dental, I don't know why I'm getting this, but there's a dental x-ray that like pans your skull. And they have you bite down, and then it like does this whole thing, and you get like this great image of your skull. And I broke that machine. I have really big bones. Huge bones. Like, they took my image and they sized it up next to a chart of an average male skull, and my skull is like several inches larger than an average male's skull. So maybe you'll break the machine this week. No, I'm just kidding. But no, they might have you get your head checked. I don't know, for concussion or something like that. All right, I hope not. Bent forward spine. So some of you have like a, can you hear me? I must be smarter, huh? Bigger brain. No, there's just a lot of fluid in there, in between. I've gotten hit in the head many times. All right, so the spine, bend forward, like one of these guys, they want you to like do the exercise that like is the anti-screen gazing. They want you to like do some physical therapy on that. All kinds of stuff out there for that, Sternum, so that could have to do with your breathing. Maybe that you'll need to do some reposturing of your spine so that your sternum can fully expand. That could really restrict your breathing. Paralysis, huh? Okay, head, I'm getting cranium, head, brain. Wow, what's going on there? Cornea, so eye vision. Okay, just get your eyes checked, folks. Really, keep up on that. You only get one pair of eyes. Okay, spinal, again, like vertebrae paralysis. I don't know what's frozen Maybe you're afraid to go. Maybe you have white coat syndrome, or you're afraid to go to the doctor. I don't know what's going on with your brain. Like maybe you're grinding your teeth, or you have TMJ, or your head is, I don't know what's going on there. How's your head? Anyways, yeah, there's just some things about posture. These are really light things unless you will allow them to get out of control. And then later you freeze and you don't take care of it, you know. There might be something that you unlock if you get looked at now. Maybe you'll need to take a mental health assessment or a personality test. You know, is it possible too, Taurus? You're such a beautiful, you know, Venusian energy here. Is it possible to get medical care to enhance your body and like reverse time? And isn't that possible? Like maybe you are one of those friends. Yeah. Okay, that's what I got for your body health. Very good. I mean, that's an easy one. 9157 for your mental health, Taurus. I just got some amazing twinkling from my citrine. So citrine might be a good fit for you right now. It was just like, I don't know. I just saw it like a cartoon sparkling. It wasn't a real thing, but I saw a vision of citrine sparkling here. So clear thinking is going to be needed, and bravery. Saint Michael, please protect Taurus. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Taurus's behalf. Ace of Pentacles reversed. I think you're really mentally ashamed. Look, I love you, Taurus, but mentally you're imprisoned because you really enjoy naps and food. And you're the lazy person at work. You take too many breaks. You make excuses. You don't take opportunities when they're given to you. This is like kind of your MO. I mean, it's like your signs thing, but at work, you've been given some opportunities here, and you're really blocked mentally here out of, I don't want to. I don't know. You're not pulling your weight. You're gonna get left alone. I'm just saying, like mentally here. You would do well to I feel like you're like, hey Grace, leave me alone. I'm getting over something. Like I need time. Okay, that's fair. You're like, I need time, but I'm not gonna like help you make excuses to not get started on something or to not take advantage of things when there are clear advantages being presented to you. Yeah, look at you. You do need time to get through getting over this person. You have to want to be there. And I do show that the more you work on yourself and the more you stack your chips and gain access, you have a good family energy around you. But the slower you go and the more you take it day by day, but you have to work on yourself. That's the one thing. If you're not working on yourself, then this goes to shit. And the way I said that, like my brain kind of, and this is not to speak ill of anyone's habits, but my brain felt like I was drunk because I know how that feels. And I slurred my speech just now. Maybe I should go to the hospital. I'm having a stroke, you guys. Sorry, this is the end of Tarot Tomorrow. I'm kidding. That's so funny. All right, so why am I laughing? All right, why I laugh. That's a good one. That's from The Simpsons. Me lose brain? Why I laugh. All right, 8 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. So this is really good energy if you can get into the right spirit, working on yourself, getting through each day. And each day you get through, you gain a little bit of money. You gain a little bit of power, attention, love. You're surrounded by love. A lot of people are giving you helpful, this might also be what your mind is overburdened with, is a lot of people are giving you helpful tips that you're like, really what I need to do is get through this thing with this person. You're like, I kind of want to work alone right now. Okay. Okay. That works. Venus will help you. And, you know, Venus is moving into Leo, so that could help you as well. Gain, you know, energy from, or money and love from hard work and staying strong through things, you know? Okay, let's do Taurus, sex, drive, and things. I hate that. This is such a, like a drive. No, sex just is. There's no drive. It just is. It's there. When your energy is free and clear, you feel it, you know? Energy is free and clear, you feel it. It's more than hormones, it's more than setup, it's more than body parts. Sexual energy is a freedom. All right, Saint Michael, please protect Taurus. Virgin Mother, please understand Taurus's path. I mean, I'm talking to a Taurus somewhere, somehow, right? And I just said sexual energy is freedom. It's like as though I wasn't even saying that. It was as though Goddess was saying that, as though Venus was saying that, you know? She was speaking through me, I swear. All right, High Priestess reversed, huh? Secrets out. Who did you tell? What did you, this is about kiss and tell. Yeah, the truth. Oh, you liked it. You liked being in that garbage relationship. Admit it. The truth is, you are a glutton for punishment, Taurus. You enjoy being humiliated and embarrassed, and you enjoy lowering yourself to the dirtiest mind in the room. You enjoy being tortured. You enjoy being, like, some of you enjoy being, I shouldn't say this for everyone. Like, I shouldn't say that the whole you of Taurus. I'm just like some of you, okay? Some of you enjoy, you know, like degradation or, and then you have a cup of tea after, you know what I mean? Like very polite. Some of you might be some of you might enjoy inflicting pain or, you're just being honest. Like, that's what it is. It's like, from here, I'm just going to be honest about it. You know what I mean? Oh, this is fun. Some of you might have some kinky, heel fetish where you wear heels and you make them, like, eat some heels and things like that. It's just a short-term energy for you. Some of you need to, like, get that out of your system, a little bit of kink. Yeah, you don't tell anybody about this. These are secrets. Yeah, I get it. Secrets for your person. Aww. They want a lady in the sheets, but a freak. What is it? Lady in the streets, but a freak in the bed. Okay. Totally normal, sweets. Don't fight it. Totally normal, Taurus. Oh, Where's Selena when you need her? That was fun. All right. And Shara. Girls, I got you on some sexual readings. I don't know. That was funny. Or Mina. I don't know. Just shout outs to the girls who give some really great sexual readings. You know who else does intimate tarot is Christina. She's awesome. She's awesome. All right. She don't need my help, but us other girls, we could use it, you know? Go like Shara Kennedy. Go like Selena Fire. And go like Sassy Scorpion. But like Sassy, you know, she's doing fine. Like, not that she doesn't need help or that it's just she works alone. She's a Scorpio. Anyways, this is for Taurus, travel energy. I'm on Taurus still? Yeah, Taurus 10101. Interesting. 10101. Okay, Taurus. St. Michael, please protect Taurus. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Taurus's behalf. Travel energy for Taurus. The magic zone. Exhilaration of discombobulation. So some of you might be going to a theme park for your next trip. Some of you might not like roller coasters, but you're going to do them anyways, that kind of thing. Some of you might, keep track of everybody's possessions while they all go have fun on the rides. And then they might, pay you back later for being the non-fun one on the trip. I'm not fun on those types of trips either, very much. But yeah, the magic zone is... I show some of you, enjoying wild, nature. You like to see wildlife, and you might be seeing, monarch butterfly, migration patterns, or you might be going to see caves of wonder, or trees that are, hundreds of years old. Different angles of the moon and the sun, different planets, you might be setting up for the eclipse, to view the eclipse. So natural, if theme parks aren't your thing and you're not going to a theme park, then natural wonder might be your next stop. It did come out in reverse, so you might be in denial that you like this, or you might not know that you like this yet. But viewing the natural wonders of the world that are rare can be very exciting. And there are other nerds like that also find that very exciting. So some of you also might find some sexual energy through travel. Okay, cool. That's what I got for you, Taurus. Gemini. That was a fun Taurus reading. 10337 for Gemini in the body. Can't even pick all these up right now. Okay, Gemini. That flew out. Metra, uterus. Okay. That keeps flying out for lots of signs, but I'm going to take that one for some reason. St. Michael, please protect Gemini. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Gemini's behalf. Duodenum. Nerves. Tongue. Mammogram. Thyroid. Tongue again. Why do they have two words for tongue? Gloss and lingu. Lingu, that's fun. That's interesting. I wonder what's going on with your tongue. Tissue. Maybe you need to take a sample, a saliva test, or a scraping of the tongue, or there's maybe in Chinese medicine, they look at the tongue patterns and assess some issues. connective tissue, vessel. Okay, so some of you might want to check out your retina. Like retinal detachment might be a thing in your family. You might want to get that checked. Just making sure that you're keeping up on your eye exams and things like that. Some of you might be needing readers or that kind of thing. Mammograms, some of you might need it. Uterus, some of you might want a hysterectomy. Take that shit out of me. I don't know why people hate their uterus so much. I love mine, even though she hasn't made any kids or, well, she has, but she did not do so successfully. But I didn't really want them anyways at the time. So I'm just saying, like, I don't hate my own body parts. Like, I just, some people are so tired of dealing with that it's, maybe you're tired of cramping or you have endometriosis. There might be a issue with like tonsils, the tongue, you know, the back of the throat. You might get your ear, nose, and throat checked by a specialist. Thyroid might be needed to look at your, you might be going through hormonal changes, shifts. You might have some neuropathy or tingling, or you might need to get B vitamins moving to help your nerves. Connective tissue, these are all like very small things, but they add up. So just taking care of, you know, your, what's the fascia? That's the new buzzword, right? Fascia. Resembling. Some of you might have some kind of like, how do I say this? I don't know if it's like major, or you might have something that like fakes out your thyroid into working or something, like, or you might like take like replacement hormones. That could be something that like fakes out your body into like acting a certain way. Yeah. Okay, that really threw me for like a studied loop. Like, you guys seem to know what's going on, but like also are a little bit experimental, which is fun. I could see that Geminis being like very much interested in like how their body works and like the science. They're like, ooh, let's Frankenstein this and let's do this, and you know, like I see like a fascination with your own body, which is great. Yeah, I encourage that. Okay, let's do your mental health. Oh my, I hope this is not a wild ride. Thank God we did Virgo already. All right, Gemini. This is your mind energy for Gemini. Mind energy for Gemini. Gemini, mind energy for Gemini. Say, Michael, please protect Gemini. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Gemini's behalf. I'm just gonna go off the top. Well, you've gone, you're choosing silence. Well, you know the truth will set you free. You're choosing silence on these people that talk too much. You're leaving gossip and hearsay in the past, and you know the truth, and you're headed towards your truth, and you know that's where your pot of gold lies. Like, you're very much a future person, future oriented person, and you're locked in to truth. You're leaving behind people that are all talk. You don't got time for it. You're also leaving behind the need to prove yourself. Great. Great energy. Like, mentally, I told you, it was either going to be like super sharp or super crazy. And you're in a super sharp mode right now, mentally here. Okay, go figure. Not surprised. Let's do sexual energy for Gemini. Jesus, this deck is misbehaving. It did this the whole time, like several times today. It's sending me a deck like cards that are sticking out or the other way, or the hell. Saint Michael, please protect Gemini. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Gemini's behalf. Oh, sexual energy. You're blocking out some bad experiences. They were when you used to drink, or when you used to stay up late, or you're a party person. You're blocking that out. You have a lot of undealt with shit in sex. Like, you have a lot of stuff. You know it too. You know that this is like why you need to stop doing those old things that you used to do. Yeah, you're just kind of more spiritual nowadays. That's why you're hermiting. That's why you're assessing your subconscious. You're trying to eradicate subconscious sabotaging or self-sabotaging in sex. Yeah, this was a big ending, okay? So the reason that you know that your truth will set you free is because you've experienced a huge ending, and I think that you have a lot of experience, just it wasn't a good time for you, or maybe you just feel like, no, it was a great time, Grace. It just didn't cause me much fortune, like it didn't cause me good karma. It was just all nastiness, but it was fun. I had a great time, but I don't know why I do that. Maybe because in your relentless pursuit of truth, you're not leaving room for mistakes, which is human, which is divine. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah, I knew it. Your energy here is moving into a place of perfectionism, but you won't stay there too long, I hope. You are outsmarting everybody and everything, and nothing's good enough right now. Everyone's codependent, blah, 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 blah. So you're really not interested in a lot of people right now. And if you are, it's very short term. And then that short term thing isn't what you want anymore. You're trying to get out of a pattern that you were on repeat for a very long time. Even if you were in a marriage, you were on this repeat pattern of like sex to solve problems or sex to do this. And it wasn't like sex because of pleasure. It was sex to get a one-up, or sex to, I don't know. That's why you're in I don't know mode. And in I don't know mode, you are attracting people who are needy, who are exhausting, who are short term, and that's not what you want. Like, you want something long term. You don't even know. You have mind over mattered so much that you don't even know that you want something long term. But I'm telling you, you do. You do. In your relentless pursuit of truth, that's your truth, and you don't know it. It's in your body. You're not listening to your body. Very interesting. All right, Gemini. I always get that disconnect, but sexual energy, there's more than just the mental part of it. There's the physical and the heart involved, and the chakra, the entire body's involved in it, Safety, bravery, communication, all of that. Beauty. Anyways, this is travel for Gemini. Saint Michael, please protect Gemini. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Gemini's behalf. 115. Travel energy for Gemini. You also get 33, discover your superpower. You and Sagittarius should take a trip together. You might be on a trip with Sagittarius. It might be a mother-daughter trip or a big sister trip, cousins, you know, that kind of thing, like where you're getting advice or you're giving them advice. You might be a guide, or you might be learning on this trip. You might be taking tours of different places. Tours are the best way to get like a bird eye view of a certain city or a certain place on Earth. Tours are so great for your travel experience, and they don't cost a lot, and they provide a lot of learning and information. Sometimes this is a guided tour of a museum, or there's some kind of experience in this travel that you learned how to learn when you were little. Like you may have traveled with a grandmother or somebody who really was good at traveling, and they told you all kinds of tips and beautiful ways to enjoy travel, and you learned this at a young age, and you like honor them by traveling this way. Some of you like to twirl. So some of you like to spin. Some of you like to twirl, and some of you like the feeling of, you know, the way your skirt spins, or the way you feel in a skirt or a dress. Masculines, you go ahead and wear that skirt, okay? Because I recommend them. I think they're great. I think it's very masculine to wear a skirt, because it's like, do you, man? Like, who cares? So you might meet somebody who's a little bit unorthodox, or kind of a hippie, or someone who's really natural, calls themselves a shaman, or this might be somebody and they think that you look like fucking Marilyn Monroe. You know, like it might be a very pleasant experience. You're all grown up now. You took what you learned as a child and the healing that it brought you, and now you're using it as an adult and metropolitan. Some of you are very stylish. You play the role of upper class, but you might not have any money. But you're having a good time. That's for sure. All right, and Marilyn Monroe was a Gemini, so definitely got that energy. Okay, that's what I got for you, Gemini. And we're up on Cancer. I just need to take one quick second. I'm going to be right back. Hold on 1 second. Okay, thanks for waiting. I just needed to fix something really quick. Cancer, certainly not least, but here we are. Last as Leo season comes to a close. Maybe I'll just keep Leo first forever. I'm kidding. Gotta be fair, okay. All right, Cancer. Here is your body scan reading here. This is physiological terms. You do not have to take these seriously. If they inspire you to get yourself taken care of and you are resonating with any of the messages, you might want to get checked out by a professional. I am not a doctor, nurse. I do not have any kind of medical degree in anything. And I just kind of know a high level of some of the conditions that exist in humankind. So I'm trying to keep these on a very preventative maintenance level. And if you resonate, great. If not, please don't take them seriously. I am providing a fun service. It's It's entertainment, folks. Here we go. This is for Cancer. St. Michael, please protect Cancer. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Cancer's behalf. Okay. All right, let's do it. I guess I'll do that one. Wow, that was a clean shuffle. Maybe you're doing really well, Cancer. Maybe there's too much going on for the cards to figure out. Who knows? All right. Those I'm not taking, those I am taking. Okay. I would take the bottom 3. Okay. Okay, that's more than enough. Wow. Wow. Some of you might have some neuropathy. You might not be able to feel your limbs very well. And some of you might have yellowing of the skin, lymph nodes that are swelling or need to be checked out. Okay. I have no idea what that is. Menning? What is this? Menning? It says meninges. Mennings. What? What the fuck is that? I have no idea. Some of you have cervical neck issues, spinal issues. Some of you have weak bones, maybe spinal fractures. Let's hope not. That's very, my mom's a Cancer. She just went through that, so. Pus, larynx. Some of you need to remove a cyst or some kind of growth. It's benign. Use your say something about it, okay? Because they're not going to tell you. Skin, you'll need to get your skin. You'll need to get your skin checked. Just a regular checkup. I don't know if they find something that's benign or need to get it that you removed or drained or something. Okay, what are we recording? Okay, there is an odd thing that is oddly connected in your body. Like, what's happening in your sexual health has to do with, like, black mold. Be careful of black mold. You may want to get your house screened for mold. Cancer. That's an interesting one. Yours are coming out like very sensical. There's 2 words for tendon. Oh, ten and tendon. Okay. You might have a complex, you might need a visual exam just like everybody else. You have a complex system here, Cancer. You might need to get yourself checked for like HPV or cervical cancer. Might need a cervical, like a HPV vaccine. Okay, blood, tendon, abdomen, secrete, new, cranium, measurement, head, breathing, breast, blood clot. Something around bleeding, internal bleeding perhaps, that isn't being noticed, but you might feel it. It's not in your head. You might feel maybe like your breathing is not reaching places, or like you can feel like a shortness of breath. I don't know what the symptoms of like a blood clot are, but you might be on the watch list for that. You also do need like a breast check, a mammogram. Okay? That's what I got for you, Cancer. That's a lot. Don't take it if it don't make sense. All right. Let's do mental energy, mental health for Cancer at 125.43. Okay. I'm getting like a real devilish, like, whisperer here that's like saying like, why are you such a good at two shoes? If you're not perfect. If we both fuck it up, then we both fuck it up. And why are you like this? Like, why are you trying to act so high and mighty? It's weird. Saint Michael, please protect Cancer. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Cancer's behalf. Yeah, Four of Pentacles, Magician reversed, and the Strength reverse card. It's interesting because this is a person that I'm hearing in my ear that you always helped. You always helped them. You always helped them, and they were terrible to you. And your mental energy hangs on to that. And you don't need to help them anymore. It drove you into not being able to take care of yourself. That's what you need to worry about. You're worrying about something that's like not there anymore. And you know you don't want that. You know you don't want it. Okay. Yeah, your new energy is with moving. So you might want to move. Period. You might want to get out of the energy that reminds you of this, or like you may have moved recently or moved a bunch of shit or put stuff in storage or taken stuff out of storage. You know, like a big commotion was made. You did it by yourself. You didn't ask for any help. You'd rather go out with your friends than make them move stuff with you. Yeah. You're glad it's over. Something is over. You're really glad that something is over. You're also really feeling exuberant, unapologetically taking vacations and seeing yourself be happy, and going where you find your peace, and never apologizing for what makes you feel something. You know, what makes you feel energy, what makes you feel good, your friends, that your real friends, not this energy that was constantly digging in your soul, digging like a wormhole in your ear. You used to have this thing that I should do this, I should do this, I should do this, and you shoulded yourself right into not wanting to exist, some of you. Okay, so now you're finding your spark again. That's an exciting time when we come back to that like rebirth energy. So you're reborn lately, a little bit more positive in how you feel about stuff. Finding the right people, energy, places, times. Okay. Let's do Cancer. Let's do sexual energy for Cancer. Sexual energy for Cancer. Saint Michael, please protect Cancer. Virgin Mother, please understand Cancer's behalf. King of Pentacles, so Sugar Daddy here. You're just doing business here. You're doing business at this point. You're just going with the flow. He pays you, you keep him satisfied and in place, okay? This is an ancient relationship. This is a sacred horror kind of relationship. You have depth here that you're not really into this person, but you're definitely letting it flow. You might not be giving them anything anymore. You're trying to teach them like what reciprocation means. Some of you might need to talk about what kind of choices you have in your relationship really badly. Some of you are talking about it ad nauseum. Okay. Yeah, this person has been entitled in the past. That didn't last long. The honeymoon is over, kind of thing. They don't want you when you don't take care of yourself. But when you heal, they hesitate to ask because they're afraid of how you will react at them nasty. Oh boy. So then they offer you money. And they don't, oh, this is a very sexually obstructive relationship. That's what I'm getting. Anyways, I didn't like that very much. Let's do your travel. Cancer. 131.40. Say, Michael, please protect Cancer. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Cancer's behalf. Travel. Weird is the new cool. So you might like crazy roadside attractions. Boldly express your uniqueness. So you might, yeah, like this is like carnivals and things that are wild about the planet. You might, you know, search for the Loch Ness Monster or try to see aliens out in the desert, or you might go to carnivals. You might do like roadside attractions. This is like the weird, wild, wacky stuff of the universe that you enjoy. Isn't that cool? I heard this has got a lot to do with death, the endings of processes. Some of you might like to go visit cemeteries in different countries and stuff like that. It's actually very fascinating. Some of you are trying to be mermaids. That's definitely the most Cancer thing I could say. This travel energy is pretty fun. It's pretty funky. I like it. I like it. So that's what I got for you, Cancer. Everybody, that's what I got for you, everybody. We did it. Hooray! Good job, everyone. Good job, good job. Thanks for watching. Hey, especially you, Siva and Roxanne. You were here the whole time. Wow. I can't believe I only got 3 likes. Oh, well. YouTube is not my best performing platform. I think I deserve a lot more than this, universe. How about it? Let's get it going. That's what I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, sharing, subscribing. TarotDeMore.com to book a private reading with me, Grace. And I hope to hear from you soon. Again, entertainment only. Ciao, babies.